really hit it off.
Keiichi, could you just get out of this house? I'll move out, but I'm taking everything else.
Huh?
Everything? My name is Keiichi Sato. I work in planning and development at Tokimeki Fisheries. That wraps up the takeaways from this trip.
Got it. That was a long trip. Really great work.
Yui Aikawa from sales is the kind of person who never forgets to show appreciation. Thanks. Sorry for calling you out here.
No, it's fine.
Finally, back home. I'm home. Wait, Nagasaka? Why are you here with Rina?
Oh, you're back.
Long time no see. What are you two playing at?
We got close through the work in sales. We really hit it off.
Rina wants to live with me. Keiichi, could you just get out of this house? You've got some nerve saying that to me. Easy, man. You've been paying the mortgage to Rina's dad, the Tokimeki Fisheries chairman, while he's in the hospital, right? I'll cover the rest from here. Fine. Then let's divide the assets according to the prenuptial agreement. I'll move out, but I'm taking everything else.
Huh?
Everything? Yeah, obviously I'm not taking Rina's personal belongings. But anything I bought, I take. That was the deal. Deal? Assets acquired during the marriage, and each party's separate property, and neither will make a claim for distribution at divorce. The mortgage obligation falls on whoever keeps living here after the divorce. So even if you two stay in this house, anything I purchased, like the furniture and appliances, won't remain.
What?
Seriously? I don't want fights later, so let's also sign a transfer agreement that doubles as a divorce settlement. Well, we don't have to go that far. Doing it properly now makes things easier later.
Ugh.
I got them to sign the paperwork and, on the spot, arranged the divorce filing and a moving company. I'll come pick up the big furniture and appliances in a few days. A few days later.
Do I really have to pay this much in damages?
Damn that Keiichi. Let's switch gears and get back to work.
You're right.
They managed to shift gears, but one day... A trademark certificate? Yes. We're planning to feature Takumi Sea Bream, which Tokimeki Fisheries sells exclusively in next month's ad. Our policy is to verify a copy of the registration certificate before advertising any trademarked product. Since it's intellectual property, we can't use the brand name Takumi Sea Bream without the rights holder's consent. Understood. I'll bring a copy of the certificate later. If I recall, Rina holds the Takumi Sea Bream trademark. Rina, got a minute?
What?
Mr. Tsukada at Waku Waku Mart says he wants a copy of the trademark registration certificate for Takumi Sea Bream.
Oh, that's at my place. I'll hand it over when I get home.
Okay.
I'm sure it was right here.
What's wrong?
Right. Keiichi's the one who has it.
Keiichi? Oh, that's right, back then.
Come on, I need it for work. Why aren't you picking up? Seriously, answer already.
Huh? It's from Rina. Whoa, that's a lot of missed calls. Hello? What's up?
Why didn't you answer?
Sorry, my phone was on silent. Is it something urgent?
The trademark registration certificate. You took it, right?
Oh, that. It used to be jointly owned by you and me. But after that, I went straight to the Japan Patent Office and filed to transfer the trademark rights to me personally. 2 days ago, I got the completion notice.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's way out of line. It's clearly stated in the assignment agreement. I even included the trademark registration number. Wait. Rina, for real?
It was written there, sure. But that wasn't just bluffing. I'm the chairman's daughter, family of the owner. Think about it normally. Do you understand how this could play out?
I wouldn't bluff in a signed agreement. And I followed proper procedure, so I don't expect it to cause any issues.
Fine. It's for the company, so hurry up and make a copy.
About that, we need to talk tomorrow. The next day. Huh? We're moving all contracts related to Takumi Seabream to Akikawa?
Yes, at Keiichi's request.
Keiichi's request. What are you thinking? Bringing personal feelings into work.
It's not personal, it's purely to keep our coordination tight. Yui and I are deeply involved in the actual work. The reason you and Nagasaka handled it till now was because you were the trademark holder, right?
Ugh! But if you think about the company normally...
Even if the holder is an employee, it's still personally owned intellectual property. The company has to be considerate. Takumi Seabream is a branded fish Keiichi led the development of. It saved Tokimeki Fisheries when bankruptcy was looming. It's a hero, so to speak. Given the financial state at the time, if the company had owned it, the worst case was losing the rights to seizure. That's why we made it co-owned by Keiichi and Rina. You both know that, of course.
That is true.
Since the two of you divorced, moving it to single ownership is reasonable. There's nothing to criticize Keiichi for. By the way, why did you get divorced in the first place?
Well, about that.
That's not something a superior should be prying into.
Fair point. Everyone has their reasons.
Huh? He's keeping quiet so it won't mess with his work, and they're taking advantage of that. I want to speak up for him, but sales is in peak season and we're short-staffed. If those two get pulled, Keiichi will have less time to pitch the projects he's working so hard on. I'll stay quiet for now, but once this deal hits a stopping point...
That's the situation. Akikawa, you're going to be busy.
Yes! I'll do my best.
Huh? Was Akikawa really juggling that many accounts?
I entrust her with all kinds of things. Oh, that reminds me, there's an announcement this afternoon.
Afternoon? I heard the president is giving a company-wide briefing.
Easy now. Just look forward to it.
That afternoon, Yui and I stood before the entire company and announced Tokimeki Fisheries' next brand fish after Takumi Dai, the successful development of Phoenix Salmon. We developed this with a very small team centered around me. We used entirely new aquaculture management techniques, so we kept it tight under wraps.
Salmon doesn't lose much quality from freezing, but it's not zero. And if temperatures fluctuate before it hits the shelves, the taste will drop. For this Phoenix salmon, by altering the lipid profile with special feed, we've achieved a truly different level of stability through freezing and thawing. It balances flavor and ease of handling, aiming for a wide market.
Wow!
If it's Keiichi's second release, it's a sure thing.
So that's why Sato hadn't had standout results for years since Takumi Dai. He was working on this.
I thought my numbers and Nagasaka's had passed him, but he was driving something this huge all along.
Thanks to all the prep, the announcement was a huge success. Yui and I finally got to exhale. We finally got to announce it.
Yeah! Oh, I was nervous.
Yeah, I could feel how nervous you were.
Of course! It's not like I have your experience, Keiichi.
Haha, I felt like a parent watching their adorable kid.
A kid, huh? Cute is nice to hear, though. Still a rough day for you? Are you really going to keep the affair a secret from the company?
Yeah, I don't want it affecting the work we're doing now.
I see. Ugh, it still gnaws at me.
Haha, as long as you understand, Yui, that's enough.
But does this mean people won't give me looks if I'm close with you?
Huh?
No, forget I said that. I mean, we're going to be working together a ton.
Right, true.
Still, handling sales for a project this big, can I really do it?
You'll be fine. You worry a lot. But you channel it in the right ways.
Huh?
Contracts like this with licensing involved demand extra caution. That's exactly why you're a fit. That's why I chose you.
You specifically picked me?
While Yui and I were heading into our new work brimming with confidence, Rina and Nagasaka were blindsided by major trouble.
Oh, an email from Dokito Mall? I need to submit the receipt from last week's client entertainment. What? They canceled the deal?
Rena, about the shipping schedule to Dokito Mall. Wait, what is it? Why the scary face?
Dokito Mall just sent a cancellation email.
Huh? No way! What is going on? We already placed the order ages ago.
And it was a huge order. What are they thinking canceling with a single email like this? It was finally a big contract that could fill the hole left by Takumi Seabream.
Because you gave up the trademark, you got taken off a bunch of accounts. So I hustled this man in sales. And now the big deal I clawed my way to is going up in smoke. Do they give a reason? Is it written there?
I haven't read the whole thing yet. It says, regarding the sardine order we provisionally agreed to the other day, top management has instructed a company-wide review of our procurement policy. So new contracts are to be suspended for the time being. We regret to inform you that we will cancel. Accordingly, please also consider next week's contract meeting canceled. This is way too selfish.
So it was only a provisional contract. I thought we had already signed the real thing. Still, it is outrageous.
For now, we need to go hear it straight from them.
Yeah.
I do feel bad about canceling such a large order. But it was only a provisional contract. There is no formal paperwork yet.
You promised us properly. We moved fast because we thought that was best.
Be that as it may, normally it would not be a problem, but unforeseen situations like this cannot always be avoided.
Come on.
I see. It does hurt, but you two were naive.
You're saying it's our fault?
Wanting to move quickly on a large order, I get that feeling. But it was still only provisional. Without a formal contract, it is hard to hold Waku Waku Mart responsible.
Then what about the inventory we already ordered?
Do what you must to move it.
Understood.
Nothing is going right.
Meanwhile, as for us, yes, an interview. Wait, by the end of this week? That is tough.
Keiichi really does look busy. He is so kind that I end up relying on him too much. I need to make sure I don't cause trouble.
Yui?
Huh?
Oh, there you are.
Keiichi!
Did I do something?
Huh?
I feel like you have been avoiding me lately.
That's not it at all. You are busy. I figured I should not say anything unnecessary.
Do not worry about that. I trust you a lot, Yui, so I want to talk about things outside work too.
Really? Thank you.
Also, we have been emailing a lot lately. If you have a moment, I would love it if you could drop by in person.
Got it. Come on. How is he not doing this on purpose?
Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting your work? You were looking at documents, right? By the way, what are those?
I'm worried about Reina and Nagasaka's contract. Their decks tend to exaggerate. Like calling it a favorite of famous chefs just because someone mentioned it briefly in an interview.
Yeah, I can picture that.
If they did that with hygiene standards or delivery terms too, it would be a big problem, so I'm checking.
That is definitely concerning.
Of course! I will prioritize my work with you, Keiichi. Let's do our best.
Thank you, Yui. From that day on, Yui kicked into high gear, and her careful, cautious sales style reeled in contract after contract.
All right. Looks like we can just about move all of it.
This time we drew up a proper contract, and I won't let it be a repeat of Dokito Mall.
The stock's already here, so we need to set up the sorting workflow fast.
Right.
The two finally breathed a sigh of relief. The next day...
Huh? What did you just say?
As I said, we're short on inventory. No way. Did you really check? I'm in charge of the warehouse. At the very least, I know more than you folks in sales. I don't know the details, but the shipping orders were so frantic. I can guess there was a major mess. My guess is you rushed to close the deal and skipped the exact calculations. What? No. We've run the numbers on our end. Please review them. Good grief.
Rina and Nagasaka kept kicking off one problem after another. And then...
It's true, it's just like fresh salmon. But isn't temperature control a pain?
No special handling is required. We've developed it to flow through ordinary retail distribution. So as long as hygiene standards are met, there's no issue. Here are the test results.
Let's see. Oh,
You've been on a roll lately.
Yeah, I see you working so hard up close, Keiichi. It made me want to push myself too.
Yui, thank you. Meanwhile, Rina and Nagasaka...
We somehow got them to accept it.
They were pretty mad, though.
Well, we sweet-talked them into signing. So if they hear now that we're short on stock... Ugh.
Next up is Waku Waku Mart. How am I supposed to tell them we're short by a third?
We just have to be honest. After reconciling everything, this is the only way.
Ugh, this is depressing.
Excuse us, from Tokimeki Fisheries. Wait, you two?
Why is Keiichi here? I can understand Akikawa, but...
I had Keiichi explain Phoenix Salmon to them directly.
I heard Waku Waku Mart plans to feature it in a big way. So I wanted to give a thorough briefing. We also tried it and it was truly excellent. I'm still not convinced it's a thawed product. What brings you two here?
The thing is...
You're short by a third.
Yes, we sincerely apologize. Sounds like you really talked a good game. Stable supply thanks to a bumper catch. Sure, sardines are abundant this year, but that drove prices down and demand up. When the inventory runs out, you obviously can't deliver. I don't deny using a bit of sales flair to land a contract, even if I don't do it myself. But crossing into breach of contract is not acceptable.
The thing is, you're taking paperwork too lightly. Even with trademarks, you wouldn't leave a bluff in writing. Your style of winning deals through your personal touch is a strength. But if you don't nail the details, it means nothing. Yeah, you're right. Given all this, continuing business with you two will be tough. I have plenty to say, but I'll hold it for now. We'll file a formal protest at a later date. After that, the contracts Rina and Nagasaka were handling sparked trouble one after another. Each one traced back to exaggerations or verbal promises.
How sloppy were those contracts of yours?
Why? Things had been going fine until now.
Exactly. Something feels off. There's nothing off about it. The places having issues are all long-standing partners. You focused on keeping things smooth and failed to tighten the contracts. That's the cause.
Akikawa is right.
We've known them so long, I figured we had an unspoken understanding.
For now, we'll review every contract you two have. No new work for a while.
What?
No way.
What are you even saying? After causing a disaster like this, we've even got a protest letter from Waku Waku Mart. They're furious.
Sorry.
I can help with the contract review too. It's too much for Chief to handle alone.
Akikawa, you're already swamped with a mountain of cases.
It's okay. I'm a worrywart, so I think this kind of task suits me.
Sounds like Yui's getting more confident. I'm happy to see it. For a while, Rina and Nagasaka were stuck doing mostly busy work. An employee from another department spotted them going home together. Rumors spread instantly through the company and even reached the hospitalized chairman.
Keiichi, I'm truly sorry about my daughter. I wondered why you divorced, but I never imagined it was Rina's affair. Apologizing now is too little too late.
No, I prioritized work, and only told one colleague I really trusted.
I see. You're as earnest as ever. In that case, we also need to revisit the mortgage on that house.
Huh?
What? Why would it change depending on me or Sato?
Because that mortgage was bundled with a trademark use license, meaning the loan used conditional pricing. There's no justification for giving favorable terms to someone who doesn't hold the trademark rights. So we'll recalculate per the contract. Once it goes back to the regular price, it'll be roughly double.
Double? No way!
Dad, you're joking, right? We're family.
Family or not, a contract is a contract. Besides, you betrayed Keiichi. Marriage is a major promise. It's your life. Do as you like, but I won't extend mercy. Live on your own ability.
No.
Dad! This can't be happening.
Unable to bear the stares around them, Rina and Nagasaka resigned on their own. Claims for damages followed, spearheaded by Waku Waku Mart. They found new jobs, but the terms were poor, and damages plus the mortgage left them barely scraping by.
Hey, I told you to cut back on drinking, didn't I? And you even went to a second party. How much have you spent on booze this month?
It was a company party, I couldn't help it. And you were buying new clothes, weren't you?
Excuse me? Are you saying I should show up to work in rags?
The fighting never stopped, and who knows how long they'll last. Meanwhile, on our side...
Wow, that's incredible! It means Sato got recognized by the government, right?
Our phoenix salmon was honored by the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries. Thank you. It's thanks to your support, Yui.
I'm shy, but there's something I have to say.
Oh? What is it?
I like you, Sato.
Ah,
Please go out with me.
yes, I'd be honored.
Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.